This video series is brought to you by the ASU Writing Center within the Academic Support Network. Thank you for joining me as we discuss Part 3 of our Spotlight Skills Workshop series on paraphrasing. This video, our third in the series, will discuss avoiding plagiarism. So let's get started. All ASU students are bound to the Arizona Board of Regents Student Code of Conduct. Within this code, quote, all forms of academic dishonesty, unquote, are subject to university response, including expulsion, suspension, etc. One of the most well-known forms of academic dishonesty is plagiarism. Plagiarism means presenting another person's work, language, or ideas as your own, and taking credit for work, language, or ideas that are not yours. To avoid plagiarism in your writing, make sure that you give credit to a source if you present an idea, definition, statistic, recommendation, etc. that is not your original thought. It's also important to be sure that you have carefully cited sources and followed the citation formulas exactly. This is one way to avoid plagiarism and maintain academic integrity. A citation style is a series of formulas about how to cite sources, which shows your readers where your evidence came from. And citation styles will be given to you by your instructor for particular courses, so it's important to cite sources using your instructor's approved citation style. Here are some tips and strategies to make sure that your writing is plagiarism-free and your evidence is well incorporated. Firstly, it's important to cite as you go. While you're drafting, you should be adding citations and attributions to the authors that you're citing as you write, rather than waiting until you have finished drafting. If you wait until the end, you may forget to put certain information or citations in, or you may forget which sources certain information came from. So anytime you put in evidence from another source, it's important to add a citation immediately after. Next, it's important not to copy-paste from the original text into your work. Remember that paraphrasing starts with a blank document. Do not copy-paste the original text into your draft and then begin changing it. Remember that that is called patchwork paraphrasing and is considered a form of academic dishonesty. You can also check your work by comparing what you've written to the original text using the following checklist to ensure that you are not plagiarizing. First, did I change the sentence structure? And did I change the connecting words between ideas? Did I change the order of the words? Did I use synonyms where possible? Did I change the order of the ideas? And finally, and most importantly, did I attribute those ideas to the original author? You may be wondering why it's so important to be citing your sources and avoiding plagiarism in your writing. There are several reasons. First, to convey your credibility. In other words, citing helps to communicate your trustworthiness, build a reputation, and maintain your integrity as a writer. To engage in a scholarly community. Your discipline is in constant communication, and you as a scholar are joining the conversation. You should do so while honoring other people's contributions to that conversation. Thirdly, to contribute to your community. As you join in, you are opening your own work to citations from others. Acknowledging others, knowing that in exchange, others will acknowledge you in their work, that you are all building off of each other's ideas, is part of being an academic community member. Fourth, to credit other researchers, to recognize their ideas and distinguish their ideas from your way of expanding on them. As a writer, you will be bringing multiple perspectives from multiple researchers together, so keeping each researcher's concept distinct and crediting them each individually is important. And it's also important to cite because you are offering your sources to your readers. If a reader wants to look more into a certain source or find out more about a piece of information that you mention, a citation will allow them to find the original source and read it for themselves. All of these reasons are important aspects of being part of an academic community. Credible citation practice is more than a matter of avoidance of plagiarism. It is an act of building community and collaboratively constructing shared knowledge. Plagiarism only detracts from your learning and your credibility, as well as harming the other members of your community. It's important that you take yourself seriously as a writer, a scholar, and a member of a larger community of writers and scholars, and this means properly paraphrasing and properly citing your sources. If you have questions about anything we covered in this video, our online study hub is a great place to post questions and get a tutor or peer response. If you'd like to continue learning about plagiarism, see this article that discusses how to avoid plagiarism, which can be found at the bottom link. Thank you for joining us to discuss avoiding plagiarism, and we hope to see you in our next segment. Thank you.